Well, welcome to Austin Peay State University. We're glad to have you here today. This class is going to be the best class that you've ever had in your entire life. One of the first things you want to think about when transferring to college from high school is the differences that may appear between high school and college. And I always tell my students, one of the first things to think about is college is a choice. It's a choice for you to be here. It's a choice for you to do your homework. It's a choice for you to show up to class every day because no one's really going to follow up on you unless you have a really great teacher. So keeping that in mind, there's some terminology or vernacular that's going to be used throughout your college experience. And so I want to tell you about a couple of those things. One of the first things is the difference between a semester and a quarter system. Most universities have a semester system, which is about 16 weeks. And some universities also have a quarter system, which is just that, 4 quarters, but one of those quarters could be a summer session, so you may not attend during those sessions. So you could have an 8-week course, which is a condensed class, or you could have a 16-week course. So this is the same amount of work versus a 16-week, but it will all be crammed into 8 weeks. This course is a seminar-based course, which is basically a discussion-based course where we do small activities, you may get into groups, and the discussion is based on feedback from the students and your professor. Most of your classes will probably be a lecture-based course, which is a class that has a large class format where they're writing on the board or they're giving you information and you're just taking notes, and it's not really a discussion based in the class. So you want to know the difference between those classes if they're marked on your schedule. Online versus hybrid. Most students are interested in taking an online class just because you don't actually have to go to class. So it seems like it's really cool, but you need a lot of discipline. And so a great transition into taking an online course would be having like a hybrid course. So with a hybrid course, you will have some of your work online and some of your work will be face-to-face. And so you want to make sure that you transition into that because you're probably used to just going to class every day, and that won't be the case, and you won't have someone to remind you about what you're actually supposed to be doing each day. A syllabus, which all of you have seen before, hopefully, is a binding contract between you and your instructors. And so it will have all of your class assignments, your homework, and due dates, as well as the grading policy, which you want to keep in a close eye on because it tells you how you're going to be graded for the work that you're done in the class. So if you have to choose between an assignment that's a 100-point assignment and time management for a 5-point assignment, you want to make sure you get both of those done. Another thing that you'll see on your assignment is the learning outcomes, which is exactly what that is. It's what a student is expected to do as a result of learning the course. So for instance, for this class, the learning outcome could be the student would demonstrate a basic understanding of the registration process. So that's what you should be able to do after watching this video and looking at things through this course. You could also have a course objective, which is what you're expected to learn from taking this course. And so those are just a couple of things that might be listed on your syllabus.
What is a CRN?
That's actually a really great question. CRN is your course registration number, which is a unique identifier that is tied to each class when you register for the class.
What's the difference between a CRN and a section number?
The section number is also listed on there, but that's more reflective of the time. So you will always have a CRN as well as the section number for each class that you're registered for.
How did my dual enrollment courses that I took in high school transfer when I get to college?
Dual enrollment are classes that will transfer over while you're in high school. So you could be registered in a college level course in high school and receive credit in college as well as high school. So that's pretty cool that you can get to do that. The last thing that we're going to talk about is block scheduling. And block scheduling is 2 or 3 courses that are linked together. So typically you have 20 or 25 students or however many students in one class, and you have your other 2 or 3 courses within that same class. So you want to make sure that when you're absent or whatever the case may be, you have someone to study with or double check on your classes.